So this morning, I want to talk to you about a simple yet powerful piece of advice that can most definitely shape your future. And that piece of advice is, in life, don't ever burn your bridges. Be sure not to burn your bridges. We have all heard this phrase before, maybe from a parent, a teacher, or a mentor. But what does it actually really mean? And more importantly, why is it so essential in life? Why is it so essential in relationships, in careers, and in personal growth? Well, this morning, let's take the time to break it down. First of all, a bridge, in its simplest form, connects 2 points, allowing for the passage and allowing for connection. In life, these bridges are the relationships we build with colleagues, with friends, with mentors, with acquaintances. They represent opportunities, they represent support systems, and pathways to unforeseen possibilities. Now, what does it mean to burn a bridge? Well, burning a bridge means simply severing ties or ending relationships in a way that makes it difficult, if not impossible, to go back. It means walking away from someone or something with such intensity, with such anger, with such pride, that you absolutely obliterate any chance of a return. It can manifest in the form of maybe quitting a job and telling off your boss on the way out. It can manifest itself in the form of maybe ending a friendship with harsh words, maybe cutting family members off without explanation, leaving a team or a club or a group with resentment. Why do we burn bridges? Oftentimes, burning a bridge is born out of frustration, is born out of anger, or a sense of injustice. Maybe you feel undervalued at work, betrayed by a friend, or simply want to make a dramatic exit. In the heat of the moment, severing ties in that particular manner can feel empowering, and it can feel like it's a way to assert your control. You might think at that particular moment that I'll never need them again, or they deserve this. This is, of course, especially true in today's world, where social media can amplify these feelings, making it easier to publicly denounce someone or to slam the door shut. Now, in the light of what has just been said, here's the reality. The reality is that burning bridges may feel like gaining freedom, but oftentimes it's just closing doors you might need to walk through again at some point in your life. The world itself is far smaller than we perceive it to be. The person you slight today could be your future boss, could be a valuable collaborator with yourself in the future. It could be that person could be a crucial connection to your next big opportunity. People and industries are interconnected, and people tend to move around. Burning a bridge limits your future options in ways you can't possibly foresee. You might be closing doors to opportunities you haven't even imagined yet. And opportunities sometimes don't come from strangers. They oftentimes come from people you have already met. And when you burn that bridge, you also burn the opportunity. It is important to understand that real power is in graceful exits. Real power is in maintaining your dignity no matter what. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination that you should stay in a toxic situation. Not at all. But here is the key. You can leave without destruction. You can exit with your dignity intact. You can agree to disagree without disrespect. You can walk away without slamming the door shut on yourself. You can express your disappointment without destroying relationships. Grace and dignity is more powerful than anger and resentment, because grace leaves the bridge intact. And let me share with you a quick personal story. So a friend of mine, he worked at a company where he felt undervalued. So of course he wanted to quit. And many people within his circle in the company advised him that he should so-called make a statement on his way out. They advised him that he should make a dramatic exit and teach the manager a lesson. But good sense prevailed and he chose otherwise. He wrote a kind resignation letter. He spoke respectfully to his manager. He thanked his team, even the ones he didn't see eye to eye with on a regular basis. Then 2 years down the line, guess who referred him to his dream job? Yes, of course, that same manager. Why? Because he didn't burn the bridge. In life, we all make mistakes. But whatever you do, leave room for redemption. People grow, circumstances change. You might need to return, or someone might need to return to you. When you burn bridges, you also burn your capacity for forgiveness. You burn your capacity for second chances and for rebuilding. Whatever you do, always leave room for grace. Always leave room for dignity, not just for others, but for your future self as well. And if in life you are about to burn a bridge, if you are ever tempted to burn a bridge, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Number one, is this necessary? Is it necessary, or am I running on 100% emotions? Will I regret it later on in life? And can I get my point across without destruction? Am I acting on pride? Am I acting on pain? What actually am I doing at this particular point in time? Take a breath. Sometimes it's good to sleep on it. And sometimes silence is the most powerful exit. Relationships are like gardens. You reap what you sow. The bridges you build today can become your highways of success in the future. Every time you respond with kindness, with humility, with integrity, you are sowing seeds of success for yourself in the future. And trust me, life has a beautiful way of bringing harvest when you least expect them. So the message this morning is quite simple. Don't burn your bridges. Build bridges. Walk away if you must. But if you have to do so, do it with grace and dignity. Protect your future by honoring your past. Because one day, you might need to cross back over that same bridge. And when you do, you will be glad that that bridge is still standing. So as you walk out today, think about the bridges in your life. Which ones do you need to protect? Which ones do you need to rebuild? In life, be a bridge builder, not a bridge burner. Because in the end, the strongest people aren't the ones who burn the most bridges. They are the ones who build the most bridges and walked across them with wisdom.